What is going on, everybody? Greg Helbeck here. Welcome to this week's REI Deal Breakdown, where every week I share with you a real piece of property that I bought and sold or bought and rented out in the real world. A lot of gurus like to talk about real estate theory, how to do deals, blah, 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 blah. I like to be a little bit different. I like to be able to provide you every single week a new real estate deal because we are doing real estate deals every single week in our company, VelocityHouseBuyers.com. So this week, oh, by the way, before I get into the video, if you're getting value from this or if you get value from this, if you could subscribe to my channel and like the video, or if you're watching this on social media, if you can just comment on this and like it, it would mean a lot to me. Today I'm going to talk about 348 South 4th Street in Reading, Pennsylvania, which is about an hour outside of Philadelphia. So I wouldn't call it Philly, but in the general Philly metro area. This is in eastern Pennsylvania. This is a property that we found through direct mail. So we actually mailed a bunch of postcards out. She called. She had a property. She wasn't going to sell right away, but she needed to sell it relatively quickly. She was living in the property. It was a row home in Reading. There's a lot of row homes in the city of Reading. It's very popular. They're old properties, and they're pretty good deals if you get them at the right price. Long story short, we had to follow up with her for 3 or 4 months. She ended up signing a contract with us for $45,000, I believe. Got it under contract, and the way I found a buyer was I went on and I saw that there was a lot of cheap properties in Reading that have sold, and I went on Redfin and I found there was one real estate agent, Juan Cortez. Juan, if you're watching this, you're the man, bro. So he was selling a lot of these properties, so I'm assuming they were for cash because they were super cheap. To me, it's like these property values in Reading blow my mind. I just don't understand how you can get deals that cheap, but this is a different market. So I saw Juan was selling all these properties, and I hit him up. I said, yo, man, you don't know me from Adam. My name is Greg. I got a deal here. I got a bunch of deals we're working on here in Reading. You have any cash buyers who might want to buy this property, and I can obviously pay you a fee if you bring a buyer? He said, abso-freaking-lutely. And he brought a buyer into this property, and we made a deal at $60,000. And I believe he got $2,000, so it paid him a $2,000 commission. And at the end of the day, after closing costs and all this other bullshit, we ended up getting, no, I think it was 50-something. Anyway, at the end of the day, I got a check for $11,000. We assigned the contract to his client. He got a $2,000 commission. I made about $11,000, was able to pay the team with that, and we did very well on the property. You know, comparatively speaking, considering the house is cheap as fuck. I mean, 11 grand on a house that's under 60 grand is pretty good if you ask me. Just because, I mean, when the property's only worth 60 G's, you know, it's hard to make, you know, $40, $50, $60,000 wholesale deals just because the value isn't there, right? So at the end of the day, made about $11,000. Never saw the house, never met the seller. Brett never saw the house. Brett never met the seller. 100% remote. I don't know really Reading, PA at all. I know that it's near Philly. But anyway, that was a 100% virtual wholesale deal, which is a very popular topic. People want to really learn how to do this business remotely, which is extremely possible nowadays with technology. So just to summarize this deal, $11,000 profit. Found a real estate agent who found the cash buyer and paid the real estate agent $2,000. This came from direct mail, so we mailed a bunch of postcards out there. That is in Berks County, Pennsylvania, I believe. So we mailed a bunch of lists in Berks County, PA. Made some money, profitable marketing campaign. We got another deal lined up in Reading right now. Hopefully we'll close that in a couple weeks and I can talk about that one. So hopefully you did get value from this video. And the key lessons there is you got to be consistent with your marketing. I'm a big fan of direct mail. When you're finding buyers in an area where you don't really know that much about, the best thing to do, in my opinion, especially if it's in a cheap area, is you find a bunch of cheap houses that have sold, and then you find out who the realtor is who sold those houses, and you call that realtor because most likely they're working with a lot of clients who are cash buyers, and that way you don't have to really run around like a chicken with your head cut off to find a buyer. You can be like a sniper. You can snipe out to see who's really the person selling most of the houses over there. So that's how we wholesale that house. Hopefully you got value from this. If you did, if you can like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're watching this on social media, if you can, you know, comment on it, let me know what your thoughts are, and hopefully you got value from this, and you get value from my other videos. And if you're watching my previous videos, hopefully you got value. I try my best to stand out, to actually talk about real pieces of property that I bought and sold, or that I bought, buy, and rent. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people talk about theory. I like to talk about real, actionable deals, how I found them, how much money we made, how we did it, what the nature of the deal was like. So hopefully you got value. I know I said that 3 times. Sorry about that. And if you want to do deals with me, let's say you're in Reading, or you're in New York, or you're in San Diego, or now if you're in Delaware, we're buying properties in Delaware now. If you want to JV with me, if you want to split deals with me, you want to wholesale them together, or if you want to wholesale me a deal, if it makes sense, I am a legitimate cash buyer, you can hit me up. Email me, greg@velocityhousebuyers.com. That's greg@velocityhousebuyers.com. I'd love to look at any deal you send me. Hopefully you got some value. I know I said that for the 4th time now. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.